me with your love, you can miss me with your boo, you can miss me with the hugs and what I mean to you. You can miss me with your thoughts, you can miss me with your truth, you can miss me with you miss me, all you're missing is a clue. You can miss me with your love, you can miss me with your boo, you can miss me with the hugs and what I mean to you. You can miss me with your thoughts, you can miss me with your truth, you can miss me with you miss me, all you're missing is a clue. You can.
What's going on, Dope Shit Gang? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all with another Twitter talk. Man, it's been live. It's been live. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff on the topic. I've seen arguments diverge into different areas and shit like that. So instead of like getting into what everyone said, it's just what I view about it. Alright, boy, that's a lot. So let's get into it. I guess what started was this tweet. Nah, son, I just listened to this and this is the best thing that has came out of an anime/nerdcore artist ever. If the community don't support this, I'll never forgive y'all. And that was to dude, it's Jish, I believe, and the track that he just put out. Listen to the track. It was cool. It was decent, you know what I'm saying? It had a nice little bump, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was spitting in it, they was doing their thing. Just for me personally, the style of like when you rap, like intentionally like slurring your words together a little bit, that's not something that like I like personally, but I do recognize it as a stylistic thing to do while spitting, and it does have an audience, you know what I'm saying? So for what it was and what they were intentionally doing, good shit. People had got on Screw's head about man's not being a nerdcore artist. Screw was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was, because if you search him up, this is the kind of stuff that comes up. And then people was hopping on just basically on the same shit about he's not a nerdcore artist and this assuming that. Like I said, it was a lot. And in my opinion, I'm gonna be real with you. In my opinion, hopping on Screw's head so viciously for misrepresenting dude. Okay, I'm just kind of putting it back to something that was said before to kind of connect some dots real quick. I had seen a post of somebody asking Screw if he feels so strongly about this nerdcore stuff, why doesn't he put it on his main channel? And Screw had responded, like, I don't know if I gotta find him, whatever, you could look for him if you want. But he responded because algorithmically, since that's not what his channel was based on, it would just get swallowed up. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't get the attention or whatever. Which means he knows exactly how the algorithm works, which makes his previous argument about fans not supporting a nerdcore rapper's regular music on YouTube as well as their nerdcore stuff. He knows why that is, which leads me to believe that his statements about that was BS because he knows how that works. But as far as this goes, when he says the best thing that has come out of anime/nerdcore artist ever, I actually like to hinge on that. Put it in the realm that he put the context in originally. He thought this man was a nerdcore artist, and he thought that was the best thing that come out of nerdcore. That was not a bad song. That was not the best song to come out of nerdcore. I don't give a damn how you put it. And the way that Screw says it, it's like he believes that is the fact because it has nothing to do with nerdcore. Like, hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You think the best thing to come out of anime, the best thing that an anime or nerdcore artist has ever done has nothing to do with anime or nerdcore, period? And then people want to say that people in the community are getting gatekeeping when they say something about Screw or call Screw out on something. They want to say that, oh, nerdcore is being gatekeeping. They being gatekeeping. Richie the Drift God. Here we go. Richie the Drift God. He says, say what you want about Screwface John and his opinions, but to make declarations about him not being a real nerdcore enthusiast is a bit gatekeeping. I say that out of love because people said the same shit about me 10 years ago. Now, I don't know what was going on with Mans 10 years ago, but this statement, I can't believe in it, only because he literally says the best thing to come out of an anime nerdcore artist ever has absolutely nothing to do with anime or nerdcore. And on top of that, you acting like, no disrespect to Jeesh. And honestly, if Jeesh came back and said, no, this is the best song, I would expect him to do that because everybody's supposed to think that way about their music. But you saying that's like Fat Snaps don't exist, like Fable don't exist, like so many, like Contrast don't exist, like Dizzy 8 don't exist, like, and it seems that the only reason he said that was because it was not Nerdcore based. He said that assuming dude was originally an anime or Nerdcore artist, and said this about his track because it was not Nerdcore based. If that doesn't prove a dislove for the community, I don't know what would. When people in the community have something to say about Screw, it's not coming from nowhere. I gotta admit it. It's not coming from nowhere. But we all know Screw, okay? We know Screw. Man, just petty. And if he knows he can piss you off, he's going to do it. It is what it is. Which honestly makes me think that this statement was on purpose to get that reaction from people. And he also goes on the thing, if your community don't support this, I'll never forgive y'all, which is more stuff talking about the community and the music that he feels we should support. Fans, whatever. I feel like he don't want to be here. Honestly, it's either that or he wants to pull something out of Nerdcore to have for himself. That's how it feels. Not saying he's intentionally doing that, but that's what a lot of people see. And that's what a lot of people have harped on, aka we go into Connor Quest. I'ma be real, it's starting to feel like Screw's main contribution to the Nerdcore scene is 47 arguments on Twitter and telling us how we should do our jobs, with everyone feeding into it like it's gospel. I don't think everyone feeding into it. I do think there are people who are feeding into it. I do, and obviously Screw's gonna retweet them and you know, he's gonna push his narrative. But I think there are enough people that don't. You know what I'm saying? And I even think personally, I'm just saying, I think there are artists that won't say anything because they don't want to jeopardize that potential future Screwface reaction, which is unfortunate, but you know, people got to protect their bag and whatever they want to do. But it says, I'd not show my face and do AMVs for the rest of my life before I let someone who don't take the time to research and respect what I do lecture me on my craft. Now, I see people coming at Connor for this statement, talking about, oh, it ain't even that deep. That's not even what he was talking about. No. You gotta read between them lines. It goes all the way to what I was saying about the way he said it. The best thing to come out of an anime or nerdcore rapper having absolutely nothing to do with anime or nerdcore, knowing damn well that there are songs within nerdcore that are nerdcore anime based, whether it's just about themselves using the anime as the backdrop or about the anime period, that slap harder. I'm sorry. I respect bro has done bits, facts. I like his reactions, as do I. Like I said, one thing I will never go back on is the fact that between Screwface John, Crypt, and No Life Shaq are the reasons that I even started reacting in the first place. But man, the disrespect of being barely immersed in the scene or its subjects and pulling out the guru type advice is crazy to me. I can see where he's coming from, especially when it's detrimental most of the time. Your opinion on what should be done to become successful isn't always correct, and going ham on the timeline against other artists who disagree with good reason too isn't the move. It's actively causing divide and dissonance, usually for no reasons. So many recent large Twitter debates have started with something you said, speaking about Screw, and the outcome is always, Nerdcore looks mad toxic, there's always drama in Nerdcore, Nerdcore is gatekeeping as fuck. It's becoming a trend now, and it's really gotta stop. Maybe we can talk this shit out in person and come to an understanding one day, because Twitter just ain't it right now. Laughing my ass off. I can see where Connor's coming from. I really can. It's harder for me to see where Screw's coming from because he stepped into the community. You know what I'm saying? He stepped in. Like people like Schwab, Connor, and them, they've been here. You know what I'm saying? And for someone to come in from the outside and say you should do this, that, and the other is a little strange with the aggressiveness of which it's being preached, as if there's something wrong with doing it the way that they've been doing it. Now, as far as just giving another avenue, say, hey, you guys could do this, or this might be a good idea, or something like that, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. But to insinuate that there's something wrong with the way that it's being done, I think that's where screw falls off. Or blaming the fans for not supporting the regular music as much as the nerdcore music, that's where screw falls off. That's what Connor is having an issue with. That's what artists and people like Connor in the community are having an issue with. Understand that. Because we're going to get into some of the responses to Connor's tweet. Oh yeah, we have Mumfu. This is a not-ass take to me because, one, how is Screw not a part of the community? He puts people on his platform daily that helps them, including yourself. You don't think his take is a critic matters? Look, I'm gonna tell you real quick. When it comes to some nerdcore artists, yeah, putting them on it helps them. You can't say that about Connor. I'm sorry. There are those you can make that argument against. Connor's just not one of them. Like Connor's music was doing numbers before Screw ever looked at it. All right. Like I said, plenty of artists you can use that argument against. Connor's just not one of them. Also, a person who had multiple levels of success in music than some folks. Success in the way he does it, 100%. Yeah, he's got his stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even though there could be a debate made on his channel being built on reactions versus music, it is what it is. There are more reactions on the channel than music, more subscriber based on those reactions than his actual music. It's an argument that can be made, whether you like it or not. It's an argument that can be made. He does not have, you know what I'm saying? It's not the Dax, it's not the Tom McDonald's, it's not that, it's not the people who have run their channel based solely on their music and grown their audience based solely on their music. That's another reason I have a whole separate music account, or music channel. But let's get into some more of it. My thing is to say that still Mumfu here. My thing is to say that someone is basically a culture vulture, referring to Screw, saying that he thinks people is saying that about Screw. In short of what you said is crazy, because the thing he's saying are things that are about hip hop, which is the sport you're in. At the end of the day, if you don't like what he says, just keep it pushing, or have your opinion the same way he is, which is what Connor's doing. But to sit here and try to act like Screw is saying shit for his health is crazy. I don't think Screw's saying, nobody's saying that man's saying it for his health. Okay, we're saying that he's saying it ill-equipped for the argument. That's what we're saying. There are not a lot of things that everyone agrees could help. There are a lot of things that everyone agrees could help push the culture of nerdcore further, and that advice is from someone who has actually done what he's saying. He has not done that in nerdcore. You apply it to his style, you apply it to his work, it could work. Now, not to say that it couldn't work in nerdcore, but to, like I said, it just seems like you're trying to make it seem like that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? These are the ways to get it done. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. Like I said, man, it's just not. But so, let me see. We got some of this part right here, because I see them say this a lot between Screw and Mumfu. The sport you're in, talking about hip hop. This is the sport you're in. Now, he's talking about hip hop in its totality, completely ignoring the fact that there are different forms of hip hop. People take rap and apply it to their communities, how they want to do it. So, yes, you could say hip hop in itself is a sport that we're all in. Y'all sitting on the benches watching this team. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Not to say that you guys are not a part of the community, because y'all do the reactions, y'all give y'all input, y'all converse back and forth. So I'm not gonna say no, 100%. They're not a part of this community, but you're on the bleachers. All right, that's just being real. That's just being real. So when you talk about a sport that you're in, we are in the sport of nerdcore hip hop. That's our sport. for whatever reason, y'all trying so hard to slap the nerdcore part off of it and be like, this is hip-hop. Y'all in hip-hop. We are in nerdcore hip-hop. There is a difference. Yes, we all rap, but the energy is very different. Okay, it's different. So when y'all keep trying to drive home the hip-hop part, like the nerdcore part don't exist. Like the games and the anime and the vibe of the whole community as a whole, like it don't exist. Like there is some set law that if you do hip-hop, your shit need to be this way, and it's just not. It's just this thing. My thing is, all the people that have been seeing success, cite your sources. I'm not going to say you're right or wrong about that. I'm going to say cite your sources. Don't say a bunch of people. Let us know who directly has taken Screw's advice, applied it to their artistry, and has seen direct success because of that. Just cite your sources. That's all I'm going to say. And you don't think the biggest people in Nerdcore have listened to Screw's advice? Here's the thing. When it comes to advice, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Because if it is the fact that like Fable and Snaps and some of them have like shown their face in stuff, if that's the argument, not saying it's just, if that's the argument, you're acting like that's never been done. People were showing their face in Nerdcore before Screw ever hopped on the scene. Game Boy, Fat Snaps, Damn Bull, Stupendium. Showing your face in Nerdcore is not new. Just so you know. He's legit the biggest Nerdcore reactor. Look. That ain't got nothing to do with here nor there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it a little bit. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it a little bit. Even that second channel wasn't created on Nerdcore, bro. It was just different kind of content from his regular rap channel. He been reacting to Nerdcore regularly, as in every day, regularly pretty much, for like 4 months. So, I mean, on the technicality of subscribers, I mean, I still don't think he's the biggest Nerdcore reactor. Not the biggest one, shit. Don't MDG run more than, hold on. MDG got him beat. Just one example. Yeah, MDG got him beat. Like, so that was just a fraudulent statement, period. And I know for a fact the argument isn't that he reacts to the most Nerdcore. I know that ain't the argument. So that statement I feel was just a little out there, and I had to say that. I just had to say that. But as far as Screw talking about dude's track, I can see what Connor is saying, because it seems like Screw disapproves of a lot of what makes Nerdcore. Glad that he focuses on the music. You know, we love the music, you know what I'm saying? We do. But it's more than just rap. Like I said in my previous video, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? So when people take this statement, this thing with Screw and this artist, and try to just isolate this incident as in, oh, it ain't that deep, it ain't about all that. This is a culmination to a point. And if you don't understand that, I can't really help you with that. But it's just, it just can be striking straight, you know. And Screw got this cypher coming out that we gonna react to, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy Screw's music. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like he got characters. Now, obviously, he got characters that are going to be portraying these Marvel, whatever characters and stuff like that. But I assume that you're going to people with faces and things like that, because that's what Screw about. But as far as like people showing their face and stuff in it just in general and making regular videos, I think Damn Bull and Stupendium are some of the best examples of that in Nerdcore. That you can do the normal and regular stuff while also staying, like, not normal, like as far as showing your face and being in the video while keeping the Nerdcore aesthetic, because that's what you want. Damn Bull, Stupendium are the best examples of that. If there are any Nerdcore artists that truly love the aspect of being a Nerdcore artist, love the aspect of the anime, love the aspect of the game, or whatever other the show, Marvel, DC, and that actually truly love that part of this community, and they want to make regular videos, I think Damn Bull and Stupendium are the best places to go to, like, see how you want to do it. Or you could just make regular videos of just you spitting the anime bars or talking about the anime or whatever. It don't gotta be an A and B. But I don't think anybody should be shunned for it. You know what I'm saying? People like doing that. I like doing that shit. I like making man bees. I don't know. Hey, motherfucker shit. But I don't know. Hey. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it, guys. You know what I mean? Just a lot of stuff I feel in a lot of outside opinion into Nerdcore. And I know you could say that, oh, it's gatekeeping. But when the consensus from the outside is constantly, consensus from the bleachers is constantly to downplay or strip, get rid of, somehow lessen the nerdcore part of nerdcore hip-hop. It's like he just wants it to be more just hip-hop, straight up. More of what he came from, where Screw came from. He just wants more of that. Well, then go get that. It is over there. It is over there. But, like, at the end of the day, like I said, Screw can say what he wants. It's an open platform. Can't nobody stop him. But if he's going to make these opinions publicly and then people respond to it publicly, or he's going to say these things, you know, if it's public, then it's all public. People going to say what they say. Can't nobody stop no one. Can't nobody stop no one on either side. You know what I'm saying? But there are incorrect statements. To say that people in the Nerdcore community are being gatekeeping, not a fact. Not a fact. They are holding true to what they have done since the beginning. They are not going to falter. They are not going to they're not going to just sit back and let someone speak on something they don't fully understand, or speak bad about something, or speak down on something that they don't fully understand. And there are some in the nerd community that just ain't. There are some in the nerdcore community like Connor who just aren't gonna let it slide. He ain't not gonna be on a mission to be nice about it. Not gonna be trying to tiptoe, twinkle around, still try to find this common ground where, oh, we could still be cool and da-da-da-da. And like, no, he's gonna come at it with the same goddamn energy. That's my take on it, guys. Alright, yep. We out. I love y'all. Peace.